Hey, young William.
Hey, Chris. Day two.
Day two of the California Summer Trials. For us, we are...
Bill Calkins with Tech on Demand.
And you know me, I'm Chris Beatty from Growertalks magazine. We're covering all of the trial stops. Today we're at what is known as the Green Fuse location. Green Fuse Botanicals has been here in Santa Paula for years, right around the corner from Pan American Seed and all the ball companies, so super convenient. But they're sharing space with 4 other companies this year, so there are 5 videos you can watch from this one location. So look for them on our Cast 21 California Spring Trials 21
Summer
playlist.
Trials.
Summer Trials playlist. It's on YouTube. You're watching it now. Anyway, we are currently looking at varieties from Westhoff. And Jen, pan around there. This is something you don't get on Zoom.
No, real beautiful flowers in person, seeing all these colors pop. It's awesome.
And with smell-o-vision, no less.
Yes.
But the first thing, and there's so many things we could talk about, but let's kind of go in order that Bart showed it to us. And let's start with their Chameleon Calibrachoa, because these are showstoppers and eye poppers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for growers out there, the colors change a little bit with day length and light intensity. So cool nights bring you these better, darker tones.
Yeah, and I should say the Chameleon sub-series of Calibrachoa, chameleons mean they're color changing. So you kind of never know what you get. But if we look in here, this is a brand new one for 2022. It's called Avant Garden. Love that name. But you see darker flowers, you see lighter flowers. That's all based on temperature, humidity, growing conditions, etc. Right, Bill?
Yep. And growers are starting to learn. I mean, you're starting to learn how to grow these plants, better and better every year. So it's fun to see more coming to market.
Another new one from last year, 2021 introduction, so it's on the market now, is Blackberry Pie. Love when they name it after food. Makes me hungry. If you want to know what their #1 seller is in the chameleons, it's Blueberry Scone. Beautiful, beautiful one there. So we're going to come around the corner here to Lobelia. And Westhoff is well known for their hot series of Lobelia. They're, as the name implies, Bill, they love it hot.
They love it hot, and they will continue to grow vegetatively even above 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
so
I think they said most other Lobelia will peter out around 85 degrees. Yeah. These can make it up to like 95. And here's what's new in their Lobelia. It's hot plus. So what does the plus mean? In the Lobelias?
The plus means it has a little bit of a bigger habit, so it's going to be a much nicer fill in mixed containers.
Which is really funny. Everybody is breeding for tighter habit, more compact. These were actually so tight and so beautifully uniform that they decided they needed to loosen them up a little bit so that they would play well with other varieties. They can kind of intermingle with them. So that's what the plus means in the Hot Plus sub-series.
It's a nice 6-color series.
Right. Now, another new series here, all new series, is the Angelonia Seraphina series. What does Seraphina mean?
Well, it's a biblical name for angels. So if you dig into the linguistic side of this, it is an angelic plant. But Seraphina puts a little twist on angels.
And so what's their angle here against all the other angel plants out there, Angelonias? It's a lot of branching, and it seems to evidence it here. Got a lot of side shoots coming on there, so that means lots of flowers. How many colors in the 7 colors?
7 colors, and they also mentioned the drought tolerance of this series.
All right. We'll swing on by some of the other, existing and newer varieties there. They've got a line called Fancy Fillers, because when you have all these nice flowers, you got to have fillers to go with them, non-blooming textural foliage components. Nice assortment here, but the new one for 2022 is this Centauria called Chrome Fountain. And kind of an interesting upright, rigid texture. It looks a lot like a Dusty Miller, but I suspect it performs different. Boy, that is really stiff. And if you want to see what a 2-year-old plant looks like, shoot back there, Jan. You can see it does get blooms. Very unusual. That's not necessarily what you'd want it for in a mixed pot, but hey, if you got one around for 2 years, suddenly you get yellow flowers on it. What a surprise for the homeowner, right?
I like that steely chrome color, especially for nighttime gardening. You look at your plants at night, they're really going to shine in that color.
Yeah. Now, if you want crazy color in the daylight, how about crazy Petunias, Bill?
Unbelievable. They have more than 65, almost 70 different patterns available. Some of them are a little bit more toned down, and some of them are just crazy.
They are wildly different too. It's not like there's subtle differences between one and the next, like salmon and dark salmon and light salmon. A few of the new ones we can look at back here. For instance, Magenta Storm joins its sister Purple Storm, and I think there's a Storm mix, something like that they've got together. We've got, this one is gorgeous, Mayan Sunset. That looks like a cocktail you drink on the beach, doesn't it?
I love it. That's probably I think that's my favorite out of the collection so far.
Yeah, Patrick Star, kids will love that one.
That's a SpongeBob character, for those of you who don't know.
I don't have kids, so I wasn't aware of that. This one is really different here, Jen. Black and white. And you know what? That is as black and white a petunia as you can imagine. That's a specialty item right there. That's an end cap item. Got pink flamingo, a couple of improvements. So just, crazy tunias. And in fact, I think that's how a lot of people come to know who Westhoff is, by saying, we got to try those petunias, and they check out the other genetics as well. We're going to shoot past the geraniums. We're going to swing right around here to see one more petunia craze that they have, and that is the orange petunias.
It is. Oranges are back. They've worked out some of the issues that were
have you
previously
memorized
petunias.
the name of the gene that causes the orange or the unusual coloration?
I have not. It's an allele, but I'm not totally sure what is it. A1DFR.
Yeah, we call it the orange gene. They prefer the A1DFR. So if you hear that, it means it's the corn gene, the maize gene, that causes this wild orange color. Westhoff has worked with the USDA to allow it legally in the country. It is allowed here, and it gives you colors like Hell's Heat and Hell's Ember Red and Hell's Forge. But it also does things, back up, Jenzy, to this one. This has orange in it as well, and it gives it this really, really deep color. That's Crazy Tunia Night Watch. So, and here's another one, Frisky Orange. That is a spectacular, that's an end cap item right there. So, the orange gene is back in petunias. Go past the drains. We're gonna wrap up with something that I think a lot of garden centers could sell, because I read online a lot where folks want to know, how do I get rid of mosquitoes or repel them? And you do that with citronella. Well, citronella is pelargonium.
Correct, and true citronella is sometimes tough to get your hands on because of the tissue culture. So
virus problems in
issues.
production. But they have cracked that by working with Vivero in Mexico, a premier geranium producer, stock plant and cutting producer. So they've got, I believe, 6 different types of citronella here. Aromatic scented geraniums, which all do tend to have different scents. Orange fizz, that's kind of orangey. This one is really unusual. Notice some of these have flowers too. Others are just for the foliage. These bloom bunny brunch. Now it sounds like that means rabbits are going to eat this plant.
No, it's because it is orange and smells like carrots.
I am not kidding, smell-o-vision, all right? You smell that plant, it smells like freshly cut carrots. It's really interesting. So
and it
anyway,
looks nice too.
Yeah, so anyway, that's a taste, carrot-wise and otherwise, of what's going on at Westhoff at the 2021 California Summer Trials.